Hi and welcome back. I wanted to bring you guys along for another apple recipe. I've already done the apple pie jam, which turned out so fabulous. Like, the jars are already gone, and I already have people wanting more for Christmas, family wise. But I have a ton of apples that I just got finished chopping up, and now we're going to make jelly. I want to make a pepper jelly. At this point in time, I'm not sure which peppers I'm going to put in there. I have a couple different ones. I have some ghost peppers, Carolina Reaper, scorpion, and habanero, and some jalapenos. So I'm kind of bouncing between what I want to do because I'm going to give them as gifts. Well, I'm going to keep them for myself and give them as gifts. And I have a couple different jelly recipes for peppers. So I'm not sure which I'm going to pick, but stay tuned because I will be, of course, telling that later on once I decide. I have a little bit of time because this is going to go on a low simmer all day long. I'm going to put it in a pot and just real low simmer on the stove and get this going, and then we'll strain it once it's gone. I think I'm going to let it go for about 12 hours. And you just want to barely cover the apples because they're going to render out their own juice as well, and these are juicy apples. So just put them in a pot and then fill it just to the top. You don't have to have them overflowing because they will reduce down. But I hope you stick along for this pepper apple jelly recipe, the pepper type to come. And like this video if you want to see more, and subscribe. I'm trying to post a bunch of videos. Anyway, I got a bunch of different stuff planned already. And depending on how much this makes, I may actually make this into 2 separate videos and make a different apple jelly too. But we'll see. So I hope you guys stick along, and I'll bring you back whenever these are done cooking. Okay guys, so this is after that all those apples have strained. This is the color that we have. It is so appley, and it's already a little sweet, but it's not super sweet, and it's definitely not jelly sweet. This is 8 cups of the juice, and what do I have on my finger? And then I also have another 5 cups over there. I don't know what I'm doing with that yet, but 8 cups for this, and then I'm adding to it half a cup of ghost peppers with a couple habaneros. The habaneros are actually the green. That's the variety that I had. And then the yellowish orange and the red are the ghost peppers. I was originally going to put more like a cup of peppers in this, but the ghost peppers are hotter than the habaneros that I was going to use, so that's why I went with a little less peppers. But it'll still have good heat because, as you can see, a couple seeds got in. I removed most of the seeds and the ribs, but there are a couple that got left, which is fine because we like heat anyway. So it should even itself out. And then to that, I'm going to add 6 cups of sugar. There's 4. Let me get the other 2. There. 2 more. Okay. So I'm just going to let this bring this up to a boil and let it boil. I'm going to see if I can make this without adding pectin, but I do have liquid pectin if I feel like I need to add some, but I'd really like and hope that it'll gel up on its own without using that. So we shall see, and I will bring you back whenever we are jarring this stuff up. Alright guys, so now we are going to jar up this delicious jelly. I've tried it. It is definitely spicy, but it also has great apple flavor. I think it's going to be delicious. Now what you want to make sure you do is make sure that your jars are sterilized, whether that's putting them in the dishwasher or I don't have a dishwasher, so I have to submerge mine and boil them for 10 minutes, which is what I've done. And I did end up putting 1 package of liquid pectin into this just because it wasn't as gelled as what I would have liked, but the color alone is so beautiful. I'm doing mine in half pints, and it is going to go water bath can for 10 minutes. You let the water come up to a boil. You put your jars in, and then you let it come up to a boil, and then put the lid on, boil for 10 minutes, then take the lid off, let it sit for 5 minutes, and then take the jars out. Now we want a 1/4 inch of headspace, which I think we have. Yeah. And so then, you can hear my babies. So then all you do, I have some vinegar, wipe the rim of your jar, get yourself a lid and a ring, and that's it. And now we're just going to put these in the canner to rest until it's time to can them up. And is that not the most beautiful apple ghost jelly you have ever seen? And it's kind of festive because it's almost Halloween, so it's ghost apple jelly. Ooh. Alright guys, I'll bring you back for the finished product. Alright, so here's the finished product. I was able to get 10 half pints out of 8 cups of apple juice and half a cup of peppers. This stuff is so good. I have a tiny bit that I was able to test. It is so delicious. It has the sweetness of the apple, but it has a real excuse me, a real kick to it. But it is just so beautiful in the jar. I mean, you got those peppers floating around, and it's that beautiful orange color. I am very pleased with how this turned out. So I hope you guys try your hand at candy jelly. So until next time guys, thanks for watching.